What's going on, my people? Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. What a difference 3 years can make in football. If you compare Arsenal 3 years ago and Arsenal today, it's a big difference. Big difference. They moved from Aubameyang, Lacazette, Nicolas Pepe to Kai Havertz, Ben White, Declan Rice. You can go on and on. On paper, Arsenal got a great team. All they have to do now is to win something. My name is Ogs, your own brother. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment down below. This channel is for the people, by the people. We don't care about the team you support. We care about football. We have so much to discuss in this video. Every single team. So stay until the end and you won't be disappointed. Let's go. So what do you think about Arsenal this season? Do you think that they're gonna do it, or Manchester City are going to do it? I think they have a team to do it. They're just lacking a number 9 in my humble opinion. But you never know with Arsenal. They always drop some stupid point here and there that always end up by costing them the end of the season. And this coming Sunday is going to be like a final before the final, because they have to play against the champions, Manchester City. Let's wait and see what's going to happen. Talking about Arsenal, the referee actually came out, Chris Kavanagh came out to say that he didn't like the fact that he gave Declan Rice a second yellow, but those are the rules. He had no choice. He put him in a very tough situation by kicking that ball, and that is a second yellow and a red card. The problem I have with this one is I've seen Arsenal fans complaining about the same situation when they played against like Newcastle United or other teams. When it doesn't go their way, they complain and they say, no, it was a yellow, it was a second yellow or a red card because it's the opposition. But when a situation like this happened to you, and then you're talking about common sense. So we have to be fair. Even if we love our teams, there is nothing wrong by telling the truth. Rules are rules. Second yellow, red card. I don't see anything wrong with that. Chelsea are massive, huge in Africa. This dude here was driving in Africa somewhere. I don't know if it's in Africa, but you see the bus there, Premier League, Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez, an entire bus, you know, painted on Chelsea colors. Not Chelsea colors like blues, but you know what I mean. It looks like this bus is owned by a Chelsea fan. And look, Chelsea need to do everything they can to win something this season, because you might be left behind. If Chelsea are huge in Africa today or around the world just because they were winning, and people like Didier Drogba, John Obi Mikel, people like that are gonna make you popular somewhere. So Chelsea are at risk of missing out on an entire generation of fans if they don't win anything and they start going back and start playing Europa Conference League. So you have an opportunity this season to fix it, Chelsea. Don't mess this up. And talking about don't mess it up, this coming Saturday, London Stadium, Chelsea against West Ham, another London derby. That one also is gonna be very tough and interesting game. Chelsea need to win this game if they wanna, you know, keep themselves right there and fight for top 4. You don't lose games like this, even though West Ham been very good, but Chelsea can still do it. And next season it's gonna be very interesting to see what Chelsea are gonna do. People like Estevao Willian, Kendrick Pius are gonna join that attack of fire. It's gonna be interesting, but some people are not gonna be happy because who are going to play? Who are you gonna play in front? You know what I mean? Who's gonna be on the bench? You have Sancho, Neto, Joao Felix, KDH. I think KDH, if he doesn't do good this season and he doesn't play a lot of games, he might consider his future and go somewhere else or go back to Leicester City or something. Let's continue some random topics. Arsenal are keeping tabs on 24-year-old striker Jonathan David, who is entering his final year at Lille. So remember, Jonathan David apparently been on top of the world for the last 4 years, but no big team want to sign him. He was very cheap last summer. It was like 25 million you got him, but nobody went for him. There is a reason behind that. And people still remember the goals that he scored like 3 years ago when he scored like 24 goals in all competitions in France. And when I was saying Jonathan David is an okay player, he's good on his day, but the goals that people are talking about are the goals that he scored against like teams that you never even heard their names. He's a good player, but not what social media want us to believe. So Arsenal keeping tab, he's gonna be on free, so you can't lose anything. I'm not gonna be surprised if teams are queuing right now to get him, because what are you gonna lose? He's on free. You can only pay him his salary and that's it. So for sure he's gonna find a team, Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, whatever, big team. But there is a reason why nobody wanted to pay any money for him, because he's just a good player or okay player, nothing more than that. Okay, let's see. Bobby Vincent is reporting that Chelsea this season look good in the second half. Remember last season under Pochettino, it was like after half time they become heavy and Chelsea were losing more games in the second half. Like if the first half was only the half that they were playing, they were going to be top 4 or win the league or something like that. But the second half, everybody is tired, heavy, they can't play anymore. Probably they were eating a lot of barbecue because Pochettino is the king of barbecue. So this season, there is a difference that Chelsea keep fighting even in the second half. Interesting. Very, very interesting to see. Viktor Gyokeres. This guy is gonna be once again hot property on the market next summer. Look at some statistics this season. 9 goals, 3 assists in 7 games with Sporting. 12 goals, 5 assists in 9 games for club and country. Wow. He's from his Swedish striker provided goals contribution in every game this season. Every single game. Absolutely goal scoring machine. 13 or 14 months ago, this brother was at Coventry City. Chelsea were linked with him. He didn't pick up because Fabrizio Romano and big outlet didn't really say it. But for 12 million, this brother was a steal. And this is a very good lesson for every football fans out there. Just because you are from the championship or last season you were bad, it doesn't mean that next season you're not going to improve. People need to think outside the box. And even if you look at John Duran, the goals that he's scoring out of this world. That brother can shoot the ball like nobody's business. Outside the box, every single angle. And I still remember when Chelsea were linked heavily with him. Nobody, in the community on social media wanted him. They just want to go for big names, but big names don't mean necessarily big players. You can score how many goals from the team that you are coming from, but when you come to a big team like Chelsea or Arsenal or Manchester City, Liverpool, it could be a completely different story. So, exclusive from Grim Bailey here saying that Chelsea and Arsenal both had scout in Portugal on Tuesday night to watch Viktor Gyokeres in the Champions League against Lille. And he scored. That brother is out of this world. How many times do you have to send scout to watch somebody? I think Chelsea and Arsenal been sending scout like for the entire year now. It's time to make decision. The good thing is next summer it's going to be a lot of options on the market. Somebody will come out of the blue. As always, every single transfer window you're going to find out another player that you never even thought of, and he's there scoring for fun. Sesko still on the market, Victor Osimhen and Victor Boniface. It's going to be a lot of options to choose from. So what Chelsea need to do is to qualify for the Champions League, because that is going to be a big advantage. If you don't play in the Champions League, big players tend not to play for you. Manchester United yesterday they beat they beat Barnsley 7, but when it comes to big teams, they just don't do anything. So this is so accurate, that image right there. Let's go. Real Madrid are coming to shop in the Premier League one more time. Rodri, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Saliba are on the short list. And also Christian Romero. Watch out, because when Real come calling, something is going to happen. Let's give some flowers to our brother Vincent Kompany, who destroyed Dinamo in the Champions League 9-2, and people were questioning how good he's gonna do at Bayern. You got your answer. This brother is a fighter. He was born in Belgium from a parent from Congo who were refugees in Belgium, and nobody even thought that he can make a career in the Premier League the way he did with City. So this brother, you have to give him a chance, and let's see what's going to happen at the end of the season. Don't judge him a lot. I think many people have been judging him because of how bad he was with Burnley last season, but there is a context behind everything. The only issue I have with Vincent Kompany is like he didn't adjust to the players that he got. He got a philosophy, beautiful football, but when it comes to Premier League football, I think you have to adjust your system to fit the players that you got, and try to take your philosophy away sometimes just to win 3 points. But I think people would discover that the narrative is not true, and this brother is a very, very good coach.